In 2017, DDA did a retail study with a professional, Bob Gibbs. One of the things that he talked about was it was so important to have vibrancy on the street. And so we started an awning program where people could work with us and they would get an awning as a grant to help provide some consistency across Jefferson Street in particular when you look at storefronts. From that, we started talking about signage. And so you see a lot more pedestrian-oriented signage, wooden signage, something that looks a little more vintage. And you're starting to see that more across the district because we've been encouraging people who open new businesses to consider that sort of signage. That grew into a facade improvement grant program. And we've seen a number of facades across the district be uplifted. We call it a glow up. That sort of investment encourages other investment. The perfect example of that is Rev Coffee downtown. So always been a great spot, always been a spot that people were excited to be at, full of vibrancy. But Nathaniel and his team wanted to take the storefront to the next level to try to attract more people to walk in from the street. And so they partnered with the Downtown Development Authority on a facade improvement grant. And what that did was free up some capital for them to be able to work on the inside of Rev. Right. So not only did they fix the outside of their business, they were able to have more dough, as you said, to fix the inside as well. And so it was a bigger transformation. It made a bigger impact. And they've seen the benefits of that even during COVID. They've seen their business remain consistent once they were able to reopen. And it's one of their busiest stores that they have, and they're excited about the growth. The people who come to get coffee are excited to be in a cool environment. It's a perfect scenario. Handy Stop, Cajun Hatter, Beausoleil Books, Wild Child Wines, Lilu, Popalicious Gourmet Popcorn, Joie de Vivre Spa and Salon, and DBR Designs.
From a realtor standpoint or a commercial real estate agent, when you're working with tenants, I mean, it can be, overwhelming with costs other than just the lease payments, right? So like to get the property ready and like really set it up to depict who you are from the outside. And so having a grant available where you can actually get some money from DDA, that's our, as a DDA board member and as a board, our whole purpose is to help developers and help development and help business owners, establish whatever they need to happen in our downtown, right?
Absolutely.
And so how much money are we talking about? Like with Rev, like what can you share that with us? Like,
yeah,
what are we talking about as far as limits and money available?
The Facade Improvement Grant Program, which was the really big one we did for the first time, is a $20,000 cap. So if a business owner or a property owner work together to figure out what their facade uplift would look like, we would match up to $20,000 if they put $20,000 in. And we actually are on a phase 2 of that program, really focused on rehabilitation of facades. So keeping a facade historically significant, historically interesting. So really trying to close the gap with those things that may not be the sexy things about opening a retail shop, but the things that are necessary to be able to pass inspection and be able to open your business.
One more question about this, because I'm sure people are thinking, oh, well, it's a government program and it probably takes years to actually go through the application process. But from what I've heard and seen, it's really not a difficult process. Let's talk about that a little bit. Like, how long does it take? What should they expect?
Sure. So you got to fill out an application for all of these programs. And then someone on our staff will contact you.
Is it a 100-page application?
No, it's like 4 pages. It's a pretty easy process. We've done it a number of times with the Facade Improvement Grant Program, a few times with our signage program, which is encouraging that beautiful signage you were talking about.
So, I mean, if somebody's thinking about moving downtown or thinking about opening up a retail anywhere in Lafayette or Acadiana, it's almost prudent to check out downtown to see if there is an opportunity that fits their needs, because now you've got these other incentives to help you actually open up your business.
Absolutely. So we've got an awesome realtor community here in Lafayette. And so if you're working directly with a realtor, absolutely. If you're working with a realtor, connect us with your realtor and let us help figure out what you're looking for, how much space you need, what type of business you're trying to open, what would be complimentary to be next to, and let us talk to you about the programs we have, show you the applications and see what could be a fit for you. And if you're not working with a realtor or you're uncertain of what the first step should be, you can reach out to our office. You can call our office or you can email us at info@downtownlafayette.org. We'd love to help get you started and connect you with the right resources for the next steps.
Well, y'all been doing a fantastic job, and it looks fantastic. If, I would recommend people who have not been downtown in a while, come check it out. It's not going the other way. It really is. There's been more progress in the last 2 years than I've seen in the last 20.
Right.
And you got to come check it out, find out why downtown is where it's at.